Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushanji, and we just heard the Additional Secretary Health, Madam Aarti Ahuja. TG is also here, Dr. Sunil Kumar, and we have the WHO representative, Dr. Ofrin and Dr. Kaila from BMGF here physically present with me, along with all the additional DDGs and other senior officers of our TB control program. And it's very heartening to learn that today on 24th we have some 85 organizations connected with us, national, international, and working in various fields within various jurisdictions on various subjects. And it's not only specific to tuberculosis. In fact, the last time when I had spoken to you in November, I had appealed that irrespective of the work that you have been doing in whichever field, our experience is that if we have to achieve success and if we have to really get to the point where we can really achieve our goals, everyone has to get involved in everything. It's not that we can only focus in one area. So that was the appeal, in fact, that I had made to all of you on 24th November. And we had decided every 24th we are going to meet to review the progress. In between, once our Secretary Health had been part of that meeting, last month we couldn't meet because 24th January, everybody advised me that it will be difficult because this place is also like closed because of Republic Day preparations, and everybody advised that it may be difficult for the partners to connect on that day. But I am very happy that this I would call it a sort of a core group, because we started with that spirit, and this is enlarging, and everybody has now got to work and is quite focused. At least I had the privilege. I wish I could name all of you and acknowledge your presence name-wise, organization-wise also. But just after this, I have a meeting with the Brazilian Science and Technology Minister within the next 15 days, 15 minutes. So we had to keep this meeting short. But the very fact that more than a dozen amongst you have highlighted your program, many others, I think they have penned down their thoughts and their action programs. They have conveyed to us. They are in active discussion with our senior officers and our TB control wing. And you have just now had a glimpse of the presentation. So it's not that this is what we have to only do in that particular month. We are trying to ensure that at least one subject should be focused, and the attention of the whole society should be drawn on that issue by everyone, irrespective of whatever we are doing. Otherwise, as such, we have to eliminate tuberculosis. And as I had observed earlier also, that our experience in India gives us enough, advice that involvement of the international organizations and everybody else is so important. We could take up big, so-called seemingly difficult, impossible tasks, Herculean. People may say it is a Herculean task. It is an impossible task to eliminate tuberculosis in 2025, 5 years ahead of the international target. But our idea is to do it by 25, because this is going to help the whole world also. It will help us you can say, it will help the world in getting that confidence. Because when we were doing polio, everyone was having this feeling, how can India do it? 60% of the cases of the whole world. But when India started doing it, many other countries, they got the confidence. And that is why we are now in a world where we are just about two countries left with the disease. So we want that with the involvement of, and I remember that when we started our journey around polio eradication, it was initially WHO and UNICEF. But when I used to go to Geneva for many meetings a couple of years later, I saw everybody in the whole world, every organization, everyone in the corporate sector, they were all involved in that movement, contributing in some way or the other. And that is how I can see the scene growing here also for this particular activity. Uh, we had people from the corporate sector, we had some private hospitals, we had the Pharmacist Association also represented today here, and I very distinctly remember that the chemists also had played a very significant role in our fight to eradicate polio in the country. So everyone has a huge potential, and you will be surprised to know that I fondly recall that in Delhi itself we had the involvement of more than 400 small or big organizations of significant stature who were participant to the program. If you count at the national level, it will go into thousands of them. And international organizations, as I had said, that because they have that image, they have that reputation, they have the good number of good people with vision. So when they go and try to create a system in the society, when they try to involve the NGOs there, when they try to get in touch with the government people, then it adds strength and also significant good quality value to the program. And that is what it is, because the strategy we know, we have enough of experience now. You have all seen how well India could perform against COVID in 2020, when predictions were like whatever. I don't want to mention all that. So, and now on the vaccine front also, you have seen we could produce the vaccine. We have been able to give the vaccine to over almost 12 million doses we have given, 11 million people. And very soon we are going to start the vaccination drive for almost everybody above 60 and almost everybody with comorbidities above 45. This is what we are going to do in the next couple of days. And that we are going to do for a country like India, already helping over 2 dozen countries. So the international organizations, you all know the potential of India, you all know the confidence of India. When we say that we want to do it by 2025, we really mean it. And when India decides, India does it. India has the potential, capability, DNA, everything. And we want all of you to become very active partners in this journey. Last meeting also I had said that wherever any of these organizations, they feel or our department feels that we need to have, they need to have even detailed discussions at the level of the health secretary or the minister. I would love to have detailed discussions and help them in the, implementation of their vision for that particular area in which they are working. And two aspects, we had appealed to you that you all come out with your own suggestions, and we want you to do tuberculosis over and above whatever you are doing. Many of the organizations have come forward with suggestions and their plans, and we want now the things to should get onto the ground. They should not get lost in procedures and all those things, because we are also running against time. When we say 2025, all of you will start talking to us that in January 2025, you will say this 2025 has already come. So we have just about 21, 22, 23 and 24. Only 3, 4. So we are also running against time. So we cannot afford to waste time only in planning and presentations. We have to get on to the job. And wherever the department feels that this is a This is an organization which has a huge potential, and they are not talking about their huge potential. I would say that the department should tell the organization, you have this much of potential, why are you offering us this much? You should offer us this much of work. And I am sure that every organization, every one of you, wish we had the time today to talk to each one of you in detail, but certainly we are going to meet every day, every month on 24th till we are able to eliminate tuberculosis from India. So we'll continue to have these detailed deliberations. Next month it's going to be a very important day. There's the World Tuberculosis Day. And I would like that every organization which has got involved in TB in a specific way, they should also plan their activities for 24th of March and get in touch with the department as soon as possible, and see that what we do on 24th of March, we could, it should be a big, you see, big message, loud and clear message to the country, coming from all quarters. Parliament will also be on at that time, and on that day I will also request the Speaker of Lok Sabha to try to highlight that message from there and use all possible mechanisms to actually convey to the people of India that we all want to get rid of tuberculosis, we want to save people from tuberculosis, and we mean business. I think that is what we would like to convey on the 24th of March. And by that time, all this process that we started on 24th of November, not that we are only doing it from 24th of November. 2019, we had launched the TB Harega, Desh Jeetega. The Prime Minister had made an appeal 3 years back. And he is not leaving any opportunity. Yesterday itself, when he was talking to the various stakeholders in the sector of health, was talking about the budget and the future programs and our vision, but he ensured that he is talking and emphasizing and underlining the importance of eliminating tuberculosis from the country. Even last week, 2-3 days back, he was talking to all the office bearers of our party organization at the country level, and he appealed to them that even at the grassroots level, I want every worker of the organization to be working for a tuberculosis-free India. So that is the level of commitment of the party, of the Prime Minister, of the government, of the Health Ministry. So we look forward to your continuous support, and I am sure that we have enjoyed, you see, significantly our in the fight against people. Somebody said it's a trouble. I think that COVID was a blessing in disguise, in the sense that it has given the whole world, and especially for us, it has given us the great confidence that even during challenging times, we can convert these times into opportunities. And that is the experience of COVID now, whereby we could create a movement to fight COVID on the road itself. I think we can replicate this experience also in tuberculosis and see that everybody in 2021 is talking about tuberculosis like people were talking about COVID in 2020. So let me thank all of you with folded hands and seek your continuous advice and participation in this realization of our dream for a TB-free India in the next couple of years. Thank you so much.